Salome here with SurfTrainingFactory.
And Lucas sneaking in. Let's
As always,
do this today.
We finally got all of our equipment back.
Yay! New laptop and microphone and...
New microphone?
No. New microphone. And microphone.
Oh, microphone into the computer, yeah.
That's right, because we had to connect everything together. But we're good to go. We're ready to rock and roll. And we're on episode 20.
I know, it's been a while.
It's been a while that we've been doing this.
Yeah,
and little by little, next thing you know, we look at it, we're at 100 celebrating party time.
Ooh, we should do that.
We should do that. So, guys, today what we're talking about is Tabata, right?
Yeah, Tabata protocol for surfing because it's very high intensity. You probably heard of it along with the HIIT workouts. But the only difference is that instead of working out for like 15 minutes, you're working out for 20 seconds and then resting for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And you're doing 8 rounds, which is only 4 minutes. But
you feel like it's nothing, but it really, really kicks your butt. So that's a big difference between what here people call the HIIT, right? High intensity interval training, and the Tabata. Like for example, the HIIT workouts we normally do 5 minutes straight without stopping, and then we'd rest a minute, and then we do 5 minutes straight, and then we rest a minute, and so on and so forth for like 3-4 rounds. But the Tabata, you're going 20 seconds
a
on.
bit more intense.
It's very, very intense.
Yeah, so if you're not at that level yet, don't start the Tabata because it's gonna overwhelm you.
Or do 2 rounds and see how you feel with just 2 rounds instead of doing it for 8 times.
Right.
Just do it 2 times and see what your body feels like, and then imagine what it would be to do 6 extra times, right?
Yeah. So it's amazing with weight loss and fat burning.
Oh gosh, yeah, 100%. It will burn it all off. You know, I know if you're surfing a lot and you're paddling a lot, you're probably lean anyways. But if you're not a consistent surfer, you're working that 9-to-5 job already. You don't have the time to surf all the time. There's not waves all the time.
Oh, is that Florida? Yeah.
Yeah. Or you surf where there are waves, but there's also just as many sharks as there are waves.
Yeah. So the Tabata workout protocol type of thing has been created by Izumi Tabata.
Yeah.
That was actually his last name, which is
Tabata.
cool.
Yeah, we'll stick with the Tabata because his last name. I don't want to mess up his name by saying it wrong, but you had it around right.
Yeah, so he was a professor at a university in Japan, and he kind of created it by doing an experiment with his graduate students. Yeah,
he's splitting them up in 2 different groups.
Yeah, and what he did is that he did one group was gonna do cardio for like a whole hour, and then they were only using like 70% of their Vo2 Max, which we're gonna talk about next, I promise. And then the other group were doing 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, and 8 times, and then they were using like 170% Vo2 Max, which is like a huge difference.
And they did this for about 6 weeks total to really let the body adapt and really see what the results would be.
Yeah, and they did it 5 days a week too.
And they did it 5 days a week. That's right.
Right. So at the end, the first group that did all cardio, they increased their stamina, but they didn't increase their
anaerobic. So aerobic increased, right? Like if you're cycling for a long distance and you're running for a long distance, but they didn't increase their anaerobic, which would be shorter amount of times, higher intensity with shorter rest.
Right.
So that was not increased. But the ones that did the Tabata
increased aerobic and anaerobic.
Correct.
Did I say it right?
Yep, 100%.
I said it right.
Pronunciation stuff sometimes.
It is. They're really hard spelling too. So they increased both of them, which was a lot more effective for surfing too.
Yeah, for surfing too. I think just in general, if you're not doing the triathlons, if you're not doing the marathons, if you're not doing, then other than that, this is really what you would need. Yeah. Instead of just, can you do both? You could. You just don't spend too much time.
On the cardio part, first of all, it's a waste of time. You're not going to burn as much fat as you would with a HIIT or Tabata workout. So do 4 minutes instead of an hour, please.
Right, so you wouldn't just spend an hour running or 45 minutes running. Like for surfing, you'd work on that with your paddling, right? Or with your swimming long distance, because we'll spend 45 to 50% of the time paddling. And then a shorter amount of time in the wave, and that's where the Tabata comes in, because when you were surfing, unless you're just mellow, cruising, and chilling, that's a different story. But for those guys that you see in the WSL, the pro surfers, you guys that are in the Key West, you guys that are pushing it to the next level to get there, you guys are paddling, you guys are jumping, you guys are doing 360, you guys are landing, you guys are doing all these moves.
It's intense.
That is intense.
Yeah, you gotta do some kind of workouts to keep up with it. And
Tabata
those that
will kick
don't, I don't know how you do it.
No, so the Tabata will definitely help you with these things.
Yeah.
And again, you're doing it 20 seconds on, 10-second rest, 20 seconds on, 10-second rest.
For 8 rounds.
For 8 rounds.
Right.
Yeah.
So now what's the Vo2 Max? Like I was talking about earlier, that one group did 70%, one group did 170%. There's a 100% difference.
Yeah, so you're going to do your maximum oxygen uptake, right? And again, you're staying at the highest possible level when you're doing your Tabata, right?
Right. So when they were at 170%, it's like oxygen deficit kind of thing.
Yeah, oxygen
so
deficit.
they're having trouble talking, they're having trouble breathing, they're gasping for air. And then 70%, you can have a whole conversation while you're working out, which is not that good because your body's not really pushing it to the limits.
Yeah, that's a good gauge for when you're training with your friends. If you're having a conversation during your workout,
like, hey,
yeah, you're not really,
you're not pushing it.
No, you're not pushing it at all, and you're not going to get to the next level if that's what you're looking to do.
Yeah.
Right? It's like we'll go to the gym and we'll see people on the treadmill and they're like on their phone and they're texting. If you can do that, you're not doing anything really. I mean,
no.
you are doing something. It's better to do something than nothing.
It's better to do that than nothing. But
depending on your goals, I mean, I couldn't do such a thing. I would be wasting my time.
I get bored.
I would get 100% bored. Right?
I do half a mile and I'm like, okay, this was in like 15 minutes. I'm done.
Yeah. So again, staying at that Vo2 Max is going to be crucial for you to push your body into the next level.
Yeah. Just push yourself till you can't talk or like breathe normally and you're like gasping for air. Unless you have asthma problems then.
Yeah,
different
well, just
story.
Carry your inhaler with you, pump that sucker, get back out there, champ. You got this. That's for sure. You know, I have asthma, and that's exactly what I do. If I can't breathe, I sit out for a round or something, use my inhaler, get my body back, check my heart rate, and I'm ready to rock and roll for the next one.
Yeah, and that's why you burn so much more fat, and it's a lot more effective because you're really pushing yourself all the way up instead of just walking around enjoying life.
Yep, that's right. So breaking down the Tabata protocol,
yes.
Right, that we talked about, the whole 20 on, 10-second rest. So you're really staying on zone 5 of your max heart rate. And you can just Google heart rate chart.
Zones.
Yeah, or heart rate zone charts.
Yeah.
And you're going to be at zone 5, but you're, I think, at 90 to 92% of your max heart rate. So it is
pretty high.
Pumping. Yeah, you shouldn't have any trouble finding your heart rate. That thing is going to be pulsating like crazy. So you're going to be at that 90 to 92% heart rate, which is not something normal. It'd be like you're at a full sprint. So you wouldn't be able to do almost like a full sprint for a whole marathon for an hour unless you're cyborg.
I was going to say, you have to be a superhero to do that. Maybe Flash can do that.
Maybe Flash can do it. So you only have 20 seconds to kick your butt. You have 20 seconds to push your body to the next level.
Not much, but it feels forever.
It feels forever. And if you do the 20 seconds, you're like, oh, that was easy. You're not at your 90 to 92% max heart rate. This is why this is here. So you don't guess. There's no guesswork on, oh, yeah, I'm cool. I felt it. Oh, my heart rate should be supposed to be at 150 to 180. Right. And it's at 130, you're not even there. You're like on zone 4.
And the heart rate.
For your age, it goes by your age.
Okay, I was going to say that. Yeah. I was going to say that. It depends on your age and weight. No, just age, right?
Age. What we usually go by is just the age.
With the other ones.
There's so much stuff that goes into it. There's only a few things you really need to remember, and this would be one for the Tabata. Just knowing that you're supposed to be in zone 5 based on your age group. You know, so for example, I'll go from like 0 to 19 years old, and then it'll go from like 20 to 23 or 25,
something like that.
And then so on and so forth, and it'll tell you where you are at a beginner level. We'll say 50 to 60%, intermediate would be like 70 to 80%, and like advanced.
Zone 1, 2, 3.
You know,
I
say
would
all
type in
different
like
zones.
heart rate zone chart so you can see the different zones.
Yeah, and go by your age, okay?
Of course.
And be honest with your experience level as well, because if you haven't been doing fitness, you haven't been doing this before, if you think just because you think you can do this, just start low, start safe before you go.
Yeah, you better be safe than sorry. We have so many people who are like, oh, work out 5 days a week, and then we push it hard, and then they're like, okay, no, that's not what I do. I'm like, well, no, we know that, but it's just, you need to be doing this. If you're doing 5 days a week, then you need to be doing this all the time, not just...
Right, and again, this would be something that would be when you don't have the waves, or you have already surfed your 2-hour session, and then you want to come out, rest a little bit, eat something, and then do the Tabata. That's perfectly fine. Guys that are competing at the highest levels in any sports, they don't just train one time during the day, call it quits, and go home and watch SpongeBob.
Oh, that'd be cool. That's discontinued.
How about Unstoppable?
Unstoppable?
The movie,
Bethany
Hamilton. So I guess
by the way,
thing.
you guys have to watch it.
Yeah, if you have time, put that movie on, and I'll motivate you to keep working out and keep working out and keep training and keep working hard, because
I could watch that movie 20 times.
if she did that, then she crushed it.
We're getting off subject.
Anyways, so Tabata, right? Again, we're gonna keep repeating it. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
It's only 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But it feels like an hour-long workout, and by the 5th round, you're gonna be like, oh my god, 3 more rounds. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, that's how we want you to be. If you're just walking around on the 5th round and you're like completely fine, you need to like increase that intensity and really, really push yourself.
And again, do it in the beginning. Maybe you don't do that 8 times. Find out where you're gonna be before you get to the 8 times.
Yeah.
Right?
Agreed.
Or, it won't be the full Tabata, but could you go the less, instead of zone 5 to 92% of your max heart rate?
You could.
You could, but
right.
You're not really pushing it that hard.
Right. So how can you use it now? I mean, you just need time, a timer, really, which all of us have smartphones.
iPhones, anything on your watch. We got a G-Shock.
Too. Come on, you gotta say Android.
What's an Android?
I don't know, like Galaxies and stuff.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah. 100%.
You just need a timer on your watch. I have a stopwatch on my watch. You could do anything really. You just need a timer and exercises to do. That's all you need. You don't even need space really. So you could do it on your 10-minute break or on your 30-minute break or hour break. It really doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
But you have to pick exercises that allow you to stop and start immediately. Like jump roping would be like not a good one, just because it takes you a while to get the rhythm, and then if it traps in your foot, then you're losing time and everything like that.
Yeah, you might as well just do like a jumping jack or something.
Right.
Instead of it. Or the jump rope where you are doing it without the rope. We call it air rope, or invisible rope. You're doing the same motion as a jump rope, you're just not using a jump rope. And you're doing that at a really fast pace. Because sometimes, like she said, if you don't have that timing, if you don't have that rhythm, the rope's gonna hit your foot and you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna hit your foot and you're gonna have to stop. And you can't stop. It can't be something where you're gonna slow yourself down. You just gotta go. And a little section in your living room, you can do that, right?
Yeah, 100%. And now, a good one, we came up with a little Tabata workout that you guys can start doing. You could do squat rotations, which is a squat and then you rotate your body to the side.
Yeah, after you come up.
Leg raises.
Leg raises, you can do that too. Yep, very good.
Jumping jacks and Russian twists.
Right.
So you do all 4 of them. That's 1 set. And then you do it again and again for 8 sets. Yeah. If you
20 seconds you're doing one exercise, rest 10 seconds. 20 seconds you're doing one exercise, rest 10 seconds. 20 seconds, rest 10, 20 seconds. You knocked your 4 out, that's 1, right? And then you're gonna start again with the next set for 8 times, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be more than 4 minutes. Obviously, 4 minutes is only for one exercise, but 4 minutes is really nothing, so
no. So
we need to increase that intensity.
Again, increase that intensity and just be safe. Don't pass out doing this thing. And every time you're doing like a surf specific workout, try to incorporate a lot of core right? And a lot of like trunk rotation because you're doing that consistently
all
on
the time
the
when you're
waves,
surfing.
right? For you to do a maneuver, you have to turn your body to see where you're gonna go. Or if you come up to the lip and you don't look towards the sand, you're just gonna fall on your back, right? You gotta rotate your body, so it's very important to add trunk rotation. You know?
And there's a bunch of apps that you can download too that have the Tabata timer, so it's even easier.
Oh yeah, that's super. You called it. Yeah, you're right about that. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
An app with a Tabata timer, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to keep pressing stop by the fifth round.
It just does it for you. It goes beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. When you're on your, like you said, when you're in your fifth set,
you don't want to press the start button anymore.
You don't want to start. You want to let it go and go. You know, that way you guys are all on the same page. You're doing your hard workout. If you need a partner to do this with, to keep you motivated, do it. If you have a surf team that you train with,
that'd be cool.
Do it together. See where you are. And what I like to do is at the end of the whole workout, write down your heart rate, so you can see
your improvement over
time. Because exactly, you're gonna be eventually, you're gonna be feeling better, right? So you're gonna know that I can push myself a little bit more,
right?
And change the workouts at least once a week. Change the workout.
Yeah, so you don't get bored.
You don't get bored, and again, muscle confusion. You want your body to always be guessing what's going on. Yeah, and what's going on, and you know, like if you just go to the gym and you curl 10 pounds and you do that for years, 10 pounds is gonna be so easy. You might be doing already like 100 reps. So change it up. You would do what to change? You would increase the reps, or you would change the type of curl that you did.
Reverse curls. You could do
so many curls, right? And again, these are just the examples, not necessarily you're curling for.
No,
you know.
Just, I feel like every time we talk about a workout, we're like, let's curl.
It's because everybody knows that. Everybody flexes.
Knows.
Everybody knows like, I flex, and that's like your curl, right? So again, that would be something to do. Change it. Write down your heart rate at the first Tabata, so you can see where you are on your 10th Tabata or after a month, and check out how you're improved. If that's that's one of the ways that you can check your improvements.
Yeah, 100%. So just so you guys know, this is all that we've talked about for the Tabata, but the Bethany Hamilton movie that just came out, Unstoppable, is like amazing, better than her Soul Surfer movie. So if you need to check it out, you need to check it out, and it's gonna inspire you so much more.
If you need motivation, or you're saying, I can't do this, I can't get to work, I can't do all these things, honestly, you watch that and you'll be quiet. You will, because what she's done with one arm and being a baby and being a celebrity and married and all these things, you have no excuse. You're like, well, I work 9 to 5, or I work a 12-hour shift because I'm a nurse. You're like, wow, that must be difficult.
Right.
No, it really is not, you know.
Right.
So
I don't know if it's out on iTunes or anything yet. Yeah. We saw it at the movie theaters on like a premiere thing that she kind of launched for just a weekend. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's out, but look it up, and I'm sure you'll find information on it.
Yes. We don't get paid by Bethany to do this. We
really liked it.
We're touched by the movie and everything she's done for a lot of people. Some of you guys might already know all that stuff, but to watch that movie, if you're into the fitness, if you're into surfing and you want to get better and you need that motivation, you watch that movie and it'll give you that kick in the butt.
Oh yes, she's amazing.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
You guys have a great day.
Yep, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. Let us know what Tabata workout you did.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be great to just see the different workouts that other people are doing. Yeah. Maybe shoot the video of you doing the workout. Tag us on it. We'd love to see it. Yep, Surf Training Factory. We're on Instagram. We're on iTunes. We're on Podbean. We're on Pinterest. All the social media stuff. We're there.
Yeah.
All right?
I was going to say we're everywhere.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next
episode. That is so failed.
So failed.